National Broadcasting Commission has summoned the presenters of Sunrise Daily, a breakfast show on Channels television, over some recent interviews perceived to be critical of the President Muhammadu Buhari. This was made known by human rights activist and former chairman of Nigeria's National Human Rights Commission, Chidi Odikalu, on his Twitter handle. He wrote on Twitter, "There is confirmation that NBC GovNG has summoned the presenters of Sunrise Daily now for this morning. The summon by the NBC may not be unconnected to the utterances made by some guests brought to the program on Wednesday. They included the Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom, and a former Nigerian Navy officer, Commodore Kunle Olawumi, retired. Olawumi had said Boko Haram terrorists mentioned names of current governors, senators, and Aso Rock officials as sponsors during interrogation by the military authorities. He, however, said President Muhammadu Buhari's government failed to demonstrate the necessary political will to go after the high-profile politicians for reasons best known to it. Olawumi, a professor of global security studies, said he was a member of the intelligence brief at Defense Headquarters during the leadership of the then Chief of Defense Staff, General Abayomi Olanisakin. According to him, the government had not been able to prosecute the sponsors because it was allegedly partisan. He added that the Department of State Services had tremendous information on terrorists, but they could not do anything except by the body language of the commander-in-chief. Okay. One thing I just see in this whole thing is that why not invite those people who made some certain comments, like you invite a governor or some, they would think that yeah, maybe he has a immunity, or the retired naval officer. I don't know, because I don't know why and how you want to preempt what somebody is going to say. The person is going to say what he wants to say, because when question is being put to the person, it is the person that now know how he's going to answer the question or how he's going to phrase the question. So I don't understand why the TV should be held responsible. Whether maybe what they are saying is that they should just be inviting those who are going to be singing the praises of the government. I don't get that, because that is what it means. Journalism has suffered in Nigeria, yes, under this administration. APC is the worst thing that has ever happened to this country. They want to shut everybody up, including the media. I remember when Igbo IPOB were killed in their number by the Nigeria state. Channels TV was among those mocking us as we die and calling a massacre clash just to justify death. Yet the federal government of Nigeria was happy hailing them. Now, the same Channels TV are receiving their own pound of flesh for revealing their top secret agenda that is manifesting through human beings that are institutions. I expect the federal government to call for the arrest of the retired commodore or do otherwise to Otom. Exactly my point. Why can't you call them? Because how do you expect the interviewer to know what's coming out from the person's mouth? Truth is a rare gem that will always stand the test of time. Insecurity, Buhari retreats, legal action against federal government. Okay, this is what people have been using this phrase, this particular statement. I will never be happy until the media gets their own share of clash with the headers in the bush and also Aso Rock. Decree 4 of 1984 is back. Let me see the media house that will dare the emperor. Nigeria unto the stubborn chicken will always find a resting place in the pots of soup. How is discussing about insurgency on live interview and anti-Buhari? That means insurgency is Buhari, other names. Uncle Jonathan, may God continue to bless you and your family. You warned us the danger of allowing Buhari APC to take over government, but those fools that thought Buhari will do better are seeing what is happening now. What a country. Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody can talk about this government again. We are gone in this country. The Nigeria press is paying the price for the role it played in bringing this evil over us. Channels TV is an APC mouthpiece. If they are APC mouthpiece, then why is it that the tide has changed? the way and manner at which they were doing, maybe I don't know whether in 2015 before they came on board, or they changed their tactics and everything about them since the government came on board. Are you going to blame them? They are being gagged. I think there was a time that was 2 years or 3 years ago. I don't know what really happened. I just saw, it's still the same thing. The government has been complaining, or the presidency has been complaining about fake news, is fake news, and they invited somebody, I think so, as at that time. And before we could say Jack Robinson, Lai Mohammed went to visit Channel TV, and since that day, I noticed changes, drastic changes in the way and manner at Channel TV operates and do their things. So they might be gagged, they might be under this, but at some point they just want to express themselves. And no, now these people did not rent this whole thing for us. It's not a, it is, we have that right to ask questions, but they don't want them to ask questions. Maybe going forward, what they need to do is that maybe you just have to be inviting APC. So don't invite opposition party or somebody who is going to say it the way it is. That is what, maybe that is what they want them to do. If you see that a lot of times, a lot of things have been changing. And here we have today, we are in real trouble with Nigeria. Who is Buhari? If the gentleman is telling lies, then prove him wrong. May the wrath of God come on anyone that arrests or hurts him, and the journalists. May their lives be like present-day Nigeria. It appears these ignoramus people think we are still under military regime. What a shame. Nigerians are yet to see the best of this torture called federal government or presidency. It is getting clearer to doubters now. Are you sure they are getting the true picture? Those who are still doubting. Channels Television and APC are friends. They were part of this calamity. Let Maokpe Ogun go and discuss with Lai Mohammed and Ajulu Ngalali. Everything will be over. NBC go way tire. We many will they queue for interviews. Gumi was granted interviews, evildoers everywhere, and he was promoting. You can imagine, he was promoting and encouraging banditry. He was pampering them. You can imagine these people. Well, now he's beginning to sing a different song because we are not hearing about Gumi again. Channel TV was subtly reinforcing the tyranny of Buhari's government, and now it has gotten to them. When the hawk is done with the chicks, the hen automatically becomes next of kin. An injustice somewhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Good morning, Momo. Twitter delete president's evil rights up against Biafra, and he banned Twitter. Now Channel Television on the line. What is National Assembly waiting for? Hey, all those ones, forget them.